Large dogs have always been valued for their unsurpassed qualities. They are great defenders, guards, shepherd's helpers, bloodhounds, and even babysitters for small children. But above all, faithful and inseparable friends. So, we'll take a look at the 20 largest dog breeds in the world that amaze people with their size. The Pyrenean Mountain Dog is a massive breed that is excellent at climbing peaks, even in the harshest conditions. It can reach up to 31.5 inches in height at the withers and weigh up to 165 pounds. This breed, with its shaggy white coat, is also involved in herding and guarding territories. In addition, the Pyrenean dog can be a caring, gentle babysitter and a loyal friend to owners. Reaching up to 35.5 inches in height and weighing up to 185 pounds, Bully Kutta is often called the Pakistani Mastiff. But in fact, the ancestor of the dog is the Alano Espagnol, which is now almost extinct. It was bred to guard property, protect the owner, and herd large animals. In the modern world, the dog has become a popular fighting breed in countries where this monstrous spectacle has been preserved. Imagine a huge grizzly running after you. Can you visualize that? Now you know how Tibetan Mastiff owners feel every day. Maybe a grizzly would run away from such a dog. Even snow leopards are wary of encounters with this breed. The biggest Tibetan Mastiff weighed over 250 pounds, which is 1.5 times the norm. If you want to know everything about this unique breed, then please subscribe and write in the comments, "I want to see a video about Tibetan Mastiff," so we can prepare a special big story for you. Ideal for the role of a family dog, the St. Bernard was originally bred for rescue and guarding purposes. This breed owes its name to the Catholic St. Bernard of Menthon, located in the Swiss Alps. Nowadays, St. Bernards are more like cute teddy bears than formidable dogs. And in spite of their impressive size, children like them very much. Although the cane Corso looks very different, it is closely related to the Neapolitan Mastiff, as they are both Italian breeds that are highly prized as guards and hunters. Despite their well-developed musculature, they are inferior to other Mastiffs in both weight and height, reaching up to 27.5 inches at the withers and weighing up to 110 pounds. Bernese Senenhunds are good-natured and faithful companions. They get along perfectly with every member of the family and indulge in any mischief for babies. They are not fussy in training and easily learn the commands. In addition, they inherited from their ancestors excellent watchdog skills, which they gladly use whenever the opportunity arises. The Newfoundland is a huge, powerful dog with a spectacular appearance that is an excellent swimmer and lifeguard on the water. In fact, the original purpose of their breeding was to help fishermen, from pulling the nets with the fish to rescuing a drowning owner. Reaching up to a height of 27.5 inches at the withers, their weight can range from 155 to 165 pounds. The owners of this breed are true heroes. I can't even imagine how much time they have to take care of such beautiful hair. The Landseer, as you can see, bears an incredible resemblance to the breed we've just shown. These breeds are quite often mistaken for the same dog, especially by people who are unfamiliar with the subject. However, the Landseer can be identified by its friendlier character, and in height, they are on average 2 to 4 inches taller than the Newfoundland. In short, the Alabai is an amazing dog that has preserved the endurance of the ancient sheepdogs of Central Asia and the fearlessness of the fighting dogs in Mesopotamia. The Neapolitan Mastiff, or as it is also called, Mastino Napoletano, is a brutal and massive dog with a sad expression on a wrinkled muzzle. Fantastic watchdogs who accompanied Alexander the Great's army on their campaigns have more than 2,000 years of history of the breed. Today, it is a great friend and reliable protector who won't let anyone hurt the family or the owner. Another of the largest dog breeds, also commonly referred to as the gentle giant, is the Great Dane. It was originally bred to hunt animals. Despite its intimidating size, the giant is friendly, sweet, and affectionate, especially with children. These dogs are also considered one of the tallest in the world, reaching a mind-boggling 43 inches in height. The English Mastiff is the real character of fantasy tales about friendly giants. They are considered one of the heaviest dogs in the world and can reach up to 220 pounds. The breed was originally bred as bait for bears, lions, and bulls, which explains its unrivaled power, size, and stamina. The Irish Wolfhound is one of the tallest dogs in the Sighthound group. Originally bred to kill wolves, in today's reality, it more often plays the role of a family companion than a full-fledged hunter. They are extremely friendly with children, and even with strangers, which is a disadvantage if you get yourself an Irish as a protector. However, looking at its impressive size, it is unlikely that someone will dare to approach you without a reason. The Caucasian Shepherd Dog, or Caucasian Wolfhound, is a guard dog with a determined, fearless character. It is excellent at herding and guarding activities. The dog most often remains loyal to one master, and views all other people through the prism of mistrust. Aries is only 17 months old, but that doesn't prevent him from carrying the title of the largest Caucasian Wolfhound. His height is 35.5 inches, while his relatives only reach 27.5 inches. He already weighs 175 pounds, which is considered the maximum in this breed. Kangals are excellent defenders of territory and livestock, and are still actively used by shepherds around the world to protect animals from wolves, bears, and even cheetahs. If you have an Anatolian Shepherd Dog, you don't need to worry about safety. But its enormous size and unrestrained energy are incompatible with living in an apartment. A Boerboel is an athletically built fighter, with whom you can walk through the most troubled neighborhoods and dark alleys. He is always on guard and ready to defend his master 365 days a year. However, you won't be able to get along with a Boerboel easily. It's a dog personality that respects its master not for his kindness, but for leadership qualities. If you want a separate video about this monster, if we may say so, then like this video and write a comment below. Everything depends on your activity. Gentle, playful, friendly, incredibly confident, calm, and good-natured giants. These are the traits of the Leonbergers. Despite all the advantages, there is one big disadvantage. Not all people can manage living with this dog. Though if you are willing to take good care of it, train it hard, and exercise it, then this dog will become a full-fledged member of the family. The French Mastiff, also known as the Dogue de Bordeaux, was once bred to engage in dogfights and to guard its master. However, today, this dog is a great family companion. After all, under a mask of feigned severity hides a good-natured and cheerful little fatty, who is worth making friends with. Deep in its heart, the Mastiff never minds showing affection and cuddling up to its owner. The Black Russian Terrier is a legend and pride of the Soviet Sinology. It is a serious intellectual that developed protective instinct and enduring character. Since the breed was bred in the 50s, by order of the leader of the Soviet Union, it was first commonly referred to as Stalin's dog. Nowadays, terriers are actively used by the police as search dogs, to find both human and illegal substances. For many people, the giant wolves from Game of Thrones seem even cooler than the dragons. Write in the comments if you agree with that. But what's really amazing are the real-life dog-wolf hybrids, also known as wolf dogs. Who else would fight a bear that is 3 times his size? Usually, wolves are interbred with German Shepherds or Huskies. The result is a loyal pet with an extreme smell and power that will protect the master against any threat. Which of these 20 breeds would you like to have as your faithful friend? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, then subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It's interesting. Goodbye, everyone.